What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to EP09. So we're going to start this one off with an update from Wesley Vissers. Wesley is fresh off his win at the Europa Pro, and he is ready to come and do battle at the Dubai Pro this weekend coming up. And although there were a lot of great competitors at the Europa, Wesley will definitely have his work cut out for him if he wants to secure another victory, because there's some very heavy hitters going into the Dubai Pro. We'll have Manion returning again, Branch Chen, Terrence Ruffin, and I believe Mike Sommerfeld will be there as well. Now, Wesley may be the definition of classic physique in the eyes of the fans, but to deal with the pleasing aesthetics and flawless posing of Terrence Ruffin, the balance, flow, and overall size of Branch Chen, and the fact that Mike Sommerfeld is a top 5 Olympian in classic, this is really going to be a serious challenge for Wesley. Terrence Ruffin is looking the best that he's ever looked, and being a shorter competitor, he'll have a few more pounds to work with before he hits that weight cap. But of course, Wesley is always on point. He's meticulous in his diet and training, his calm demeanor serves him very well, and now that he's secured his ticket to the Olympia with a very impressive physique, the best of his career so far, not only is the pressure off, but the momentum is really behind him. Now, I mentioned Branch Chen Kang, and there's been a lot of talk surrounding this guy going into the Dubai Pro. He qualified for the 2022 Olympia by winning the Vancouver Pro. He placed 14th at the Olympia that same year, and I would say overall, a big strength for Branch Chen Kang is that separation that we're seeing. I mean, guys, just look at the quads alone and you can see the detail is definitely coming in more so than his previous showings. He is a very impressive classic physique competitor. He has great flow, great symmetry. Those sweeping quads with that amount of detail that we're seeing is definitely an advantage over, say, well, the likes of Wesley Vissers in that sense, and he does pose very well. I do hope he gets into poses faster than we're seeing here, but his presentation still is very good. Now the question is Branch Chen Kang a legit threat to the title in Dubai? And really, I think he's a bit of a wild card. But to get past 4 guys that finished ahead of him at last year's Olympia, he's really going to have to be substantially better. And I'm sure that he is a threat to that top 3, but to defeat the likes of Terrence Ruffin and Wesley Vissers, I think is really going to be a tall order. Although he does have great classic lines and flow. Traditionally, he does fall short in the conditioning department. But if he pulls it all together and really nails his peak this weekend, I could see him potentially defeating the likes of Manion and Mike Sommerfeld, which would be a huge statement. But he needs to show up in the absolute best shape of his life. Alright, so switching back to the Open division, we're about 4 weeks out from the Legion Sports Fest, which is the last pro qualifier for the year for the 2023 Olympia, and Charles Griffen is continuing to work relentlessly to secure that Olympia qualification. And as of right now, I really think that Charles is going to be the one to beat at the Legion. I mean, you guys, just look at the quads in this update. Charles has undeniably made some serious progress in the legs ever since he suffered from that pec tear earlier this year. Now, not only did that pec tear not set him back in terms of his physique, but it really pushed him to improve more than he ever has in his bodybuilding career. And we are about to see that on full display in only about 4 weeks. Aside from having one of the craziest vacuums in the IFBB, the other thing that really sets Charles apart, and I've spoken about this before, is his mentality. He really is just so uncompromising, laser focused, relentless when it comes to his training. And all of it comes down to his pursuit to be at his absolute best. If there's anyone out there looking for a mindset to emulate when it comes to continuously pushing yourself to be your best, Charles Griffen is the one to follow. Now, if you're looking for another bodybuilder with an absolutely undeniable mindset, you need look no further than Derek Lunsford. Derek dropped an update on his YouTube at 7 weeks out of the Olympia, and I highly recommend that you guys go watch the entire video. I'll put the link in the description below for you guys, but I'm telling you, the gains that Derek has made from the back are pretty substantial, even though his back was his best body part at last year's Olympia. I really think that after this year's Olympia, regardless if Derek wins the title or not, he is going to walk away from the competition with the best back double bicep of the entire lineup. The improvements in his physique have been drastic. The legs are improved, he's gained more size overall, but he has remained proportionate. And I don't typically get caught up in any particular motivational speech, but coming from Derek, it's really just so genuine that you can't help but feel a little bit amped up just by listening. And those are the exact reasons why I think Derek Lunsford is the biggest threat to Hadi Choopan and that Olympia title this year. Now, maybe some of these physique updates he's seeing from the competition is what's stirring this sudden rise in glimpses into his physique, but Hadi Choopan is giving us another look at what he'll be bringing to the Olympia this year. And regardless of the progress that Derek has made, or Samson, or Nick, or Andrew Jack, or really any other competitor coming for that title, Hadi Choopan will remain a very difficult champion to defeat, because Hadi in his own right has an overwhelming wow factor when it comes to that pop to the muscle, you know, the striations, the density, the detail. When people talk about the whole package, that is what Hadi Choopan represents. And with these updates he's been dropping, these are warning shots to anyone who thinks they're coming in to take that title this year. We are going to have one of the most epic battles at the 2023 Olympia that we have ever seen in bodybuilding history. Make no mistake. Okay, so last up, it would seem that the men's physique division is going to undergo further changes to the division overall. We're going to see changes to the weight caps, the board short lengths, and one of these new rules will definitely have every men's physique competitor training legs moving forward. Tyler Manion, the IFBB Pro League Vice President, made an announcement today regarding the updates. Check it out here.
Reveal the new men's physique heights and weights. So these will come into effect after the Olympia this year. So the first weekend after the Olympia, all men's physique pros will be getting heighted and weighted at every single show going forward. The new men's physique weight caps will be exactly 10 pounds below the current Classic Physique Pro weight caps. Another slight rule change going forward will be regarding the board shorts. All board shorts should come down to 2 inches above the top of the kneecap. Why are we doing this? Because going forward, extremely unbalanced physiques will be marked down. So we're not judging what your legs and quads actually look like. However, we still want to be able to see the size of the legs in comparison with the upper body. The shorts should be tapered. We don't want to see loose board shorts, and we don't want to see extremely unbalanced physiques.
Okay, so there's a bit to unpack here. I think only a 10-pound difference between Classic Physique and Men's Physique, combined with the new criteria for board shorts to basically be filled out and cut above the knee, will probably allow a lot of Men's Physique competitors to easily cross over to Classic moving forward. I think these new rule changes are overall better for the Men's Physique division, and I think that this will probably garner a lot more respect for the competitors in the division overall. Because, you guys, it is no secret, since the inception of the division, everyone in the bodybuilding world, including Arnold Schwarzenegger, thought it was pretty, frankly, ridiculous to have a physique division where one of the main components of the physique was not judged. Now, the division has gained a lot more respect since the era of Jeremy Buendia, and may I also say, since the inception of Hart McGrath on YouTube. Go check out Hart McGrath, the best men's physique coverage on YouTube, hands down. But the physiques these days are also very impressive. Now, with that being said, I think this is overall better for the division, like I said, but I think the rules have been changed enough for 1 year, for a number of years really. Let the Classic and Men's Physique competitors evolve into their new criteria, and we'll see what kind of physiques we really end up with over the next few years. But I'm going to leave that one right there. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think, and let's continue the conversation there. Anyway, that's it for me in this video, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to EP09. Be sure to like and subscribe.